Hi friends, good day. Today I'm starting a new topic called as account current. What is an account current? Account current is a statement of debit and credit items containing it is containing from various transactions that have taken place between two parties during a particular period. The transactions are arranged in a chronologically and interest is charged on the debit items and allowed on credit items at an agreed rate. Actually, current this account current is the copy of the account of the opposite party appearing in the books of the sender with the additional column of for interest. This is particularly prepared when the two parties agreed that interest should be charged in respect of each transaction between them. In simple words, it has been given here in our material. An account current just a minute. In simple, an account current is a running statement of transaction between parties for a given period of time and includes interest allowed or charged on various items. It takes the form of an account. Simple words, between two parties, generally transactions may take place. Who are two parties like a principal and agent? Consignee, an account current is generally sent by an agent to his principal, a consignee to his consignor, a creditor is creditor to his debtor, a banker to his customer, a manufacturer to his dealer. So, I told you that an account current is a running statement of transaction between parties. Between parties means here it can be agent and principal, consignee and consignor, creditor and debtor, banker, customer, manufacturer and his dealer. Then why this account current you are learning? Simple words. If I am a consignee, you learned that in consignment account. If I am a consignee after selling the goods on behalf of the consignor has to send an statement containing the sales made by him, etc. So that details is called as an account. That means consignee prepares consignor account in his books. Similarly, consignee also can be called as an agent. Agent can prepare account of the principal because he is acting on the instruction of the principal. Similarly, creditor means your seller. Debtor is a buyer. When seller is selling the goods on credit, he is expecting the buyer to make a payment. The seller is having a ledger account of a buyer. Similarly, banker, because you and me are going to bank and opening account in our individual capacity called as savings bank account. If in the name of the business, if you are opening an account, it is called as a current account. So banker, since the money of the business, the banker's client is with the bank needs to send periodically the statement of deposit made by the business house and amount withdrawn by the business house, payments made by the bank on behalf of the business house, amount received by the bank on behalf of the business house. All those things will be sent in a statement form. So these two things you have learned. That means the sender and the receiver. So account current is a running statement of transaction between the parties for a given period of time and includes interest allowed. In simple, I can put it like this. When interest becomes integral part of an account, we can say it is account current. Account current is simple. When interest becomes integral part of an account, when interest becomes integral part of an account, it is called as an account current. When interest becomes integral part of an account, it is called as account current. Account current in simple, or we can say account current means when interest becomes integral part of an account, it is called as account current. Then what happened? Suppose there are two parties, X and Y. X has sold goods to Y. Again, X has sold goods to Y. X received cash. X received bills of exchange. X purchased goods from Y. We'll be having transaction like this. Again, purchased goods from Y and paid cash, bills payable, like this. So when they have decided, they have agreed that for a particular period ending, period ending means 3 months ending, half yearly 6 months ending, or 1 month ending, they have decided that for each transaction of debit and credit, in the books of a sender relating to the receiver, that let us calculate interest on each transaction, it is called as account current. That means for each transaction from the date of transaction, no, not date of transaction, we should consider due date. Due date means whenever this transaction has taken place, like we have done in average, learned in average due date, some credit period may be given. That credit period, after taking into consideration credit period, date of transaction plus credit period, you will be getting due date. From the due date to the date of closing of accounts, on every transaction which appears in the account on the debit side, the transaction which appears on the credit side, you have to calculate interest. It is called as account current. Okay, you'll get more clarity of what I have explained when we work out the problem. Some of the situations when account current is prepared are: it is prepared when frequent transaction regularly take place between two parties. An example is a manufacturer who sells goods frequent to a merchant on credit and receives payment from him in installment at different intervals and charges interest on the amount which remaining outstanding. A consignee of goods can also prepare an account current. If the latter is to settle the account at the end of the consignment, interest is chargeable on outstanding balance. An account current also frequent prepared to set out the transaction taking place between banker and his customer. So these are the example situation that account current may be taking place. Now, in account current, we are having two parties: one who renders the account, other to whom the account is rendered. This is indicated in the heading of account current, which is like following: A in account current with B. It means the receiver name, please try to understand, receiver name will be written first. A in account current means he is a receiver. Account current with B means B is a sender. A is the customer and the account is being rendered to him by B. Simple words, A in account current with B means in the books of B. The books of B means sender. In the books of B, sender, you are opening which account? Receiver account. In the books of B, sender, you are opening which account? Receiver account. Is this clear? This is what the meaning of this. Please try to understand. A in account current with B means Who is sending the statement? B. Who is receiving it? A. So receiver name will be written first, sender name will be written next. So way of preparing account current with the help of interest tables by means of products and balances. So generally this is the method we is being recommended. It is easy for us to follow. We will be following which method? Means of products, and with interest tables also can be followed. In this we are having two methods: forward, backward. Most of the problems, if nothing is mentioned, we will be following this. Only one example you are having in the study material, there they are following which method? Backward method. But you will understand better to work out which method? Forward method. So by means of product, forward method we will be following. One example we work out backward method also, but backward method bit of confusion may be there for calculating a number of days. Again, for this problem also, you should calculate number of days. You should be good in calculation the way we have done for average due date. Then this help of interest tables improvisation is means of product. So you can do either help of interest tables or means of product. Now this generally means of product balances will be prepared by, rather followed by, bankers. When sending statement to their customer. So this we'll be doing later on by means of product of balances. Clear to all of you? So we'll be following which one? Means of products. So let me explain one problem I'll take up to explain with the help of interest tables also. Then this improvisation we can do with means of product. So let me start with today's class with a small problem. From the following particulars, prepare the account current to be rendered by Mr. Singh to Mr. Paul as on 31st August 2016. Interest must be calculated 10% per annum. That means the transaction between the date here, if you see the date of transaction starting from June 11 and ending on 31st August 16. That means for each transaction I need to calculate interest. Is this clear to all of you? For each transaction I need to calculate interest. Right. Now he has not mentioned anything about which method to be followed. For this problem I'll be working out which table method? Interest tables method, means of products. Interest tables method is nothing but for each transaction PNR, principal into number of days into rate by 100 we calculate for each transaction. What is second method? I'll explain that. So the format for this method I'll be explaining straight away, taking you to one problem here. Now the heading is important to be rendered by Singh. Come on, you should understand how the heading has to be. Who is the sender? Singh. Singh name should be written last. Who is the receiver? Paul. So we should write Mr. Paul in account current with Mr. Singh. Mr. Paul in account current with Mr. Singh. And in brackets you write interest up to 31st August 2016 at the rate of 10% per annum. So when you're doing, sir, format is any difficulty? No. You know ledger account format on date, particulars, amount. Date, particulars, amount. You all are aware of 3 columns, no? Date, particulars, amount. You'll be having 2 more extra columns. 2 more extra columns. What are those two more extra columns? Three extra columns. Due date, number of days, interest. So I start first writing the format. Date, particulars, due date. See, some people they write after due date they write amount, but I write number of days because the calculation will be easy. Number of days when you talk about, please remember up to 31st August. No, number of days up to 31st August. This you write here, you will be able to understand it. Due date, number of days up to 31st August, and then the problem is on the screen number of columns will be a bit difficult for me, but I'll try it. That is the only problem for this. Just I think this is the format you should slowly you can follow only if it is a product method. Instead of interest we write product. Okay. Now let us see. First, you forget about the calculation of interest. You know how to go for ledger posting. I remember we were having this in 84. I've done my intermediate in 1984, if I'm not wrong. We were having this in intermediate. So our faculty used to tell us, like whenever you're doing account current, first you should be like, you treat like a ledger posting. So to go for ledger posting, you should write an entry. So the problem is that, sir, in the examination 5 marks question, whether I will be having the time to write entries, go for drawing the lines and doing it. And during our college days, we never allowed intermediate. Even now also, at intermediate, you are not um allowed to use calculator. So that took calculation problem, time management. So here, luckily, you are having a calculator is allowed. Number of times I've told you. I hope you all are making use of the calculator. You should have the hands free on particular calculator which you are comfortable. So having said, first you go for normal, like normal ledger posting. Okay, let me explain this. So the transaction, June 11, goods sent to Paul. So in simple words, I have told you, here I am writing, rendered by Mr. Singh to Paul. That means in the books of Singh, sender account, you are opening which account? Paul account. I think this first, if you have a hint, you can write. So you are opening Paul account. Come on, tell me. Goods sent to Paul. Entry Paul to sales. No. If you know the account where you are opening, so that means whenever the name of the person here it is written, you use this as a Paul account. Then you will have clarity. You assume that this is nothing but Paul account, ledger account you are opening. Then you can go for posting. So goods sent to Paul is nothing but to sales. 11 June 2015 or 16? 11 June 2016. 1020. First you complete dates we can write later on. The amount, the totals we write later on, the calculation of interest. I think then you will be comfortable. You feel that you will be having confidence. It's like a ledger posting. Then next, cash receipt from Paul. Entry cash to Paul. No. So buy cash. You write first year, June 16. Sorry, date. Year is 16. Date is June 15. If you got the space, like you can write 15/6/2016, you can write. By cash, you write in amount column. Amount and interest is in rupees. By cash account, it is coming, it is has been given as 500 rupees. Okay, then June 20, goods sent to Paul. Again, same entry. Paul to sales. To sales account, what is the amount given there? 650. Goods sent to Paul again, July 7, to sales. $700. Then cash receipt from Paul. Entry cash account at R to Paul account. by cash. August 8th, 1100. Now tell me, any difficulty in doing it account current? Ledger posting is completed. Now you come back to due date. Sir, in this problem, the due date question is very significant when credit period is given. Credit period is not given. And there is no bills of exchange in this all transactions. So due date is transaction date. Transaction date means here same 11th June 16. Here 20th June 16. Because I am having space problem, or else you can write the same. Here 7th July 16. Here 15th June 16. Here. So due date and transaction date. Then you may ask, sir, why you are writing number of due date? Sorry. Here I should write, sorry. By mistake I have written. Sir, then why you are writing? Because maybe some problems transaction date and due date is same, while other problems transaction date due date may be different. That is why we should also write due date. Okay, don't go for simplification of it. A number of days, I told you. You have to calculate from 11th June to 31st August. That's it. I think you are good in calculating it. I've already told you in average due date you learned. Come on, balance of days are in June. June is 13 or 30 minus 11, 19. 19 June, July 31, August 31. It is coming to 81 days. First, let me complete the days also, then I can calculate interest. 81 days. Next, 20th June. 20th June means balance 10 days in June. 31 August, 31 July, 31 August, 31, 62 plus 10, 72 days. Very simple, you can calculate. 7th July. July, how many days are there? 31. 31 minus 7 means you are going to have 24. 24 plus August 31. It is coming to 55 days. Like this, you should calculate the number of days. Come back to this. June 15th. June 15th, 15 June. The same, no? 15 June. 15 June to 31st August. Balance of days here. 15 days, no? June 30 days. 30 out of 15 gone. 15 days. 15 June, 31 July, August 31. It is coming to 77 days. Now, 8th August. August, how many days are there? 31. 31 minus 8. You are getting 23 days. Now, clear? If it is product method, you multiply number of days with amount. You all are aware. Then you get product. Interest we can calculate later on. Since we are going for interest tables method, for each and every transaction I am calculating interest separately. I told you in the beginning, for each debit and each credit, interest is to be calculated on individual amount under interest tables method for 81 days. 650 rupees for 72 days. On each debit, each credit, interest is to be calculated. Try to understand. First you have gone for posting. On each transaction, interest is to be calculated. Okay. On each transaction, interest to be calculated. Either debit or credit. On debit side item, interest is to be calculated means interest is your income. On credit side, interest is calculated means interest is like a reduction in interest, reduction in reducing of interest. This logic slowly you will understand, too early to explain on the screen. For the time being, this is not that major topic where you should know the reasoning, but simple words I told you on each transaction. I think you are comfortable in up to posting. You all are good in posting. You learn ledger chapter perfectly. So if you are not good in ledger, I think I can't comment on that. If those are having difficulty, you write entry, then go for posting, but waste of your time. So after completion of ledger posting, I went for due date. After due date, I went for number of days from due date to date of submission of account, then I got the amount. Now what I am doing, this is interest tables method. No, I'm following which method here? It is given here, interest tables method. We are following interest tables method. So now I am calculating interest on 11th June 16, 1020 rupees into 81 by, you write first rate of interest. Rate of interest has been given as 10% per annum. So into 10 by 100, or if you are good in going by PNR, principal into number of days into rate by 100, or principal into interest into number of days. 81 by 365, calculate interest. 1020 to 10% into 81 by 365. It is coming to 22.63. Here I am writing fraction. At last I can go for simplification. Next, interest on 20th June 16, 650 rupees into 10 by 100 into 72 by 365. This amount here I am writing 22 point. See, first here I am writing, this is working notes I am writing. This later on I can take out. Interest on debit items. Then I can come back to credit items. Come on, 650 into 10% into 72 by 365. I repeat once again, 650 into 10% into 12.82. You write here. This is very time consuming. Just to explain the theory part, I am writing it. Generally, we will be comfortable in writing the product method. Interest on 7716. 700 into 10 by 100 into 55 days given, no, number of days 365. 700 into 10% into 10.547 means I can write 55. Okay, this is our interest on debit items. So here I am writing 10.55. Interest on credit items. First date 15th June 500 rupees into 10 by 100, 77 days. Interest on 8th August 16. 1100 into 10 by 100 into okay, now we see 500 into 10% into 77 by 365. 10.55 you are getting approximately. 1100 into 10% 6.93. Now you write here 10.55 then 6.93. The calculation of interest is to be good. Okay, I think this you have copied down. First I should go for total of it. See the total here, I think debit side is showing more. 1020 plus 650 plus 700 coming to 2370. Now you should go for balancing of interest. Interest also debit side is showing more. 22.63 plus 12.82 46 rupees interest you are having. 46 minus 10.5 minus you are getting 28.52 balance. This you are writing on August 31st by balance of interest. Then which column is completed? This one. Then this interest will be written on the amount which is showing more. The which side amount is showing more? Debit side. So you write to interest 31st August 16. No need to write due date, number of days, etc. Directly you write this interest in the amount column. 28.52. Now 2370 plus 28.52. $2,398.52. This is just to explain you which side is showing more. I have written. You can do with the help of calculator. 2398.52. Then you write as usual August 31st by balance carry down. 2398.52 minus 500 minus 1100. You'll be getting 798 point. Just I'm seeing the total once again. 2370 plus 28.52 minus 500 you are getting 798.52. This is the amount due along with interest. For account current, don't write balance brought down. The reason is that this you are sending by post to him. Normally this ledger account is being maintained under double entry system, but only that account, that particular double entry system account, you're copying pasting, having which column? Interest column and due date column. This is interest table method. If I go for the same problem without wasting your time and my time, just I think you can pause this, you can go back and you can watch this what I am doing without wasting of your time and my time. I am going for now product method. I think you all will feel comfortable when you do this product method. What I do, my dear friends, here this interest calculation is lengthy one, cumbersome exercise. What we do normally for this, instead of interest, this column will become product. Product. How to get product? Number of days into amount. You learned in average due date. Product. Come on, take the calculator. Interest we can calculate at last. 1020 into 81 days. 82,620. Next, 72 into 650. 46,800. This method is improvisation of interest tables. This concept I have explained partnership also. In ordinary interest method, product method. Product method is improvisation of interest tables. 46,800. Then 55 into 38,500. Now here 77 into 500. 38,500. $23 into 1100. I repeat once again, 23 into 25,300. Clear to all of you? Next, then what do you do before writing balance of interest? I think debit side product is showing more. DPS debit side product is showing more. You write the debit side product. $82,620 plus 46,800 1,67,000 1,67,920. 1,67,920 minus 38,500 minus 25,300. You're having balance of 1,04,120. Here you write by balance of product 1,04,120. Then you go for calculation of interest. Okay. So now what I do here, interest is equal to balance of product into rate by 100 into 1 by 365. If it is months, you write 1 by 12. This you have learned in calculation of interest on drawings under product method. Okay, simple. What is balance of product? You are having 1,04,120 into rate 10%. One lakh 4,120 into 10%, 28.52 you are getting. We got the same answer and interest tables also, no? Now, where you should write interest, simple words. The product which is showing more, please go by this, not amount. For this product method, we should calculate interest by looking at the product which is showing more. Product is showing which side more? Debit side. So interest will appear that side in the amount column. I repeat once again, interest will be written on the side where the product is showing more. The product is showing more on which side? Debit side. So that interest will be recorded which column? Amount column. Then you write by balance carried on. So sir, how to remember sir? This is what generally we will be following throughout the examination, my dear friends. I repeat once again, first posting is completed, no? Due date is completed, number of days is completed, number of days number of days into amount is equal to product. After completion of product, go for totaling of product. Here in this case, debit side of product is showing more, 1,67,920 minus this. If you do 1,04,120, then I went for interest calculation. Balance of product to rate by 100 into 1 by 365. We are getting 28.52. Now the question is where you should write this interest. The product, the side the product is showing more, that side you should write. Which side product is showing more? Debit side product is showing more. So the interest will be written where? In amount column. Then you are getting same answer. So the conclusion is that either you do interest tables method, product method. Now I think you all agree with me which is easiest way to do product method, because calculation will become simple. So today's class we have learned two methods, interest method and product method. And in product, whatever we are doing here, even it is not mentioned, is called as forward method. So if nothing is mentioned, most of the problems examination also we work out forward method, unless you'll be giving backward method is also called as epoch method, which is also called as epoch method. Backward method I have told you, no. It is also called epoch method unless that method name is given, and don't consider. Like, okay, I hope you have got some idea on this how to calculate. So the second problem has been completed, and we work out in the coming classes few more problems. Please remember, date, particulars, due date, number of days, amount, product. Date, particulars, due date, number of days, amount, product. Here due date, if generally due date changes when credit time period is given, or in case of bills of exchange. These two we are not having, so transaction date has become due date. So how many columns we are having? 1 2 3 4 5 6 on either side. Acha, who is sending this statement? Singh is sending statement. How you will be knowing, sir? Receiver name will be written first. In simple words, in Singh books you are opening which account? Paul account. And the second thing which you should understand is that we need to calculate product for each transaction. If it is interest method, in place of product you will be having interest, then in such case you should calculate like 1020 into 81 by 365 into 10%, like that you have to calculate. Now simple words, what we are doing, 1020 into 81, that we are multiplying. Then what we are doing, by 365, the formula is there, just you are adding only percentage. 1 by 3, I have calculated 1 by 365. I was just trying to tell you, even it can be calculated per, if it is in months, you can write by 12. If it is number of days, 365. If it is months, all these due dates are months, 1st January, 1st February, like that, by 12 you should write. Okay. And why you should not write two balance brought down? The statement we are sending him, if we send the check, no problem. Otherwise, we will be writing next year, two balance brought down. And this is only for sending the statement we are preparing it. Normal ledger account is opened. All account will be there in the financial books of Mr. Singh. But there you won't be having due date, number of days, product. That if you are mixing, but just for sending a computer generated statement, or manually also you can send. Okay, so with this I am concluding today's class. We'll meet in the next class with some more problems. Till then, goodbye. Thank you very much. God bless you all.